What's good, gentlemen? We're back, and today we got the finale of Fire Force. That's it. Fire Force is gone. This is the last episode. Can't believe I'm saying it, but this is the last one. So last episode we got, was it last episode? 2 episodes ago, the captain got offed.
Oh, it was 2 episodes ago, but last episode they showed that he came back.
Right.
Because Shinra brought everyone back from the dead.
So last episode, Shinra turned into Basho Man, right? He started to use Haumea's powers to basically, use it to bring back the world, recreate the world. And people, there's been like mad arguments like on TikTok and stuff. They're like, oh, like, they're saying that Shinra will body mad people from like the thing.
From what? From what?
From like the anime universe.
Oh.
And they're like, no, what? Oh, because he brought back the world and stuff like that. They were like, I don't think you guys understand that he did it millions of times until he landed at this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a split second, So like he's OP. He's basically a god right now. There's been some inner arguments with him and Haumea, and like, oh, she's like, you're just gonna repeat the cycle, this and that, blah 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 blah. And he's like, yo, no, like, I got this, right? And we're starting to see glimpses of Soul Eater. We're starting to see the moon. Well, we saw the moon already. How the buildings are. Arthur's sword calling him fool. If you know, you know. There's like other little things that I think are gonna show up in there that you're gonna start to notice. You're like, okay, this is the Soul Eater world.
Is this episode extra long? Or is it just a regular 20? It's just a regular 24
regular
minutes.
24 minutes. Regular 24 minutes.
I want to say half of the episode is the remaining of the fight. Which someone told us that the reason they're not fist fighting really is because, like you said, she's a saint.
Yeah.
And then if they're fist fighting, that's just going to bring anger.
Right.
And the whole point to get rid of the evangelist is to bring hope to the people.
Right.
So
it'll be counterintuitive.
I wonder what he's going to say to her to make her convinced that the evangelist is not needed and that the world's going to go to peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's definitely going to have to try to like convince her to be like, yo, like, I'm going to take on that burden. Or basically, from what I saw, supposedly, I mean, we'll probably see it. He creates death. He creates death, and death is the overseer. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, he has to convince her. Or he'll get to the point where he can extract the evangelist from Haumea.
Yeah, I can see that happening because if he is God himself, right? Well, he's not God himself, but if he's a God,
yeah,
he should be able to do something.
Because she's technically, she was a saint, and then the evangelist was behind her, and then they merged. That's when she got the third eye.
Yeah.
So maybe he can get rid of the evangelist and try to, convince Haumea.
I think he's going to convince the evangelist first because that's the mom's doppelganger. And then convince Haumea. You get what I'm saying?
Or the mom sacrifices her. No, but then she can't.
No, because then he won't be
Basho
Man.
Man.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's get into it. Looking like Snoopy characters.
Hey, what the hell?
That's a soul. Amaterasu.
みんな生き返っちゃったよ。みたいだね。私たち柱はハウメアに共鳴して絶望を選んだわけだけど。
Yeah, if I was other people, I didn't choose this.
Yeah. The sun too.
人の絶望を集め、大災害を始めるなんて。
いや違うね。
何が違うというのです。人の意識がある限り、絶望は終わりません。
ああ。だから変えたんだよ。
なんか知らねえが変わった
Is he the one who died in season 2?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Because I remember his head got cut off.
Are they cartoony now? Is that what it is?
What the hell?
Oh, or death doesn't exist anymore?
He didn't have an arm?
I don't know. Who, Juggernaut?
Yeah.
He lost one, remember? When he was fighting that girl, when he defended the...
私が殺してもってん。
ああ、なんか
Man, who's that? First time I see it.
出会い頭に
そうぞ、出会い頭に。
そっか。
無理ぞ、好き。
What? So she likes him and she killed him? Make that make sense, bro.
Yo. You see how he has the skull in the back?
Yeah. Damn.
Yo.
Reminds me of the Frankenstein dude from Soul Eater now. I think about it.
またこの世界の描写が変わったようです。こりゃ見方によっちゃ。
That's the cat witch. In reality, she's not a witch, she's just a cat.
世界を再生すると同時に命の価値を軽くした人の絶望の源は死への恐怖。死をもっと身近で親しみのあるものにな。
それで絶望が消えるとでも。
もう一回生きまくろうぜ。
まるで天の岩戸だ。兄、聖女はまた絶望を選ぶぞ。
ハーメア、俺だ。まだ絶望の声は聞こえているか。だって俺は人類の苦痛よりもハーメアの苦痛の方が辛く思えたからな。
You think she's finally gonna view him kind of like a father figure?
Or as a lover?
Nah, I don't know about that part. You think, you know, maybe.
He could have been like a teenager when he first met her, and he's just like, looks like an adult, but he was, you know, probably young.
笑顔じゃなくてもいい。一度顔を見せてくれ。
ずるいです。死んだ晩鐘マン。
She a little kid again?
ずるい。
かわいい。
生まれ変わったんだ。この世も、俺も、ハウメアも。
絶対にお前を後悔させない。死の世界で生まれてよかったと。
That I doubt that Evangelist is gonna let.
Yeah, she looked like she was doing something in the background. You saw that?
Yeah.
いずこへ。
この世界じゃ流行んねえよ。
Just smacked his mom like nothing.
Yo.
寝てろ。もう一度生きまくれ。
ハーメアは生きるって選択したみたいだけど。
私はこのまま絶望と共に消えるよ。死を選択する。
そんな。消えるならトッペルゲンガーの私の方です。
バカ言わないで。ハウメアとの死を選んだのは私やハウメアに対しての優しさから。あなたは私の代わりに、私の分まで生きて。
偽物の私が。
She should definitely die.
Right? She's been around for too long.
Yeah.
アマテラス。
偽物じゃない。アイリスは私がなりたかった私。
She could have chose to live still, bro.
Yeah, I mean, in this world, definitely both of them could have lived at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. So are they just gonna stay inside of Hamer?
Technically, it disappeared with the
ああ、よく生き返ってくれた。
with what he just kicked, I guess.
なかったよ。
まだ終わってない。
貴様らをこのまま生かしとくわけにはいかん。死んでもらうぞ。
どういうことだ。
この世に必要な存在がご降臨くださったんだ。神様だよ。神様。俺たち心の準備はできています。
良い心がけだ。死ね。
俺にはもう必要ない。
So is he stronger than Bancho, man?
ドラバースト。ここにいた
Who? The god?
だけのはず
Death.
ここにいない者からも回収させてもらう。
なんか抜けて。
So he removed technically kind of like their powers. Basically, there's no more fire. No pyrokinetics, whatever the hell it's called.
Is he stuck in space?
Yeah, right.
リンコ、予知能力は。
発火能力もなくなっている。
ということは。
この星から人体発火はなくなったということ。
そんじゃ俺はこの辺で消えるとしようか。
ありがとうございます。
何かあったら呼べ。死に死に殺しで。
That's what they do. They're like, oh, the code to the thing, blah blah, and they go into the mirror,
I don't remember.
into
Bro.
the glass.
It's been so long.
その姿。
I'm surprised she stayed in that form.
お母さんって姿じゃないけど。シナ君のお母様ですか。はい、そうですよ。私たちシンラ君の彼女のインコとアイリスです。
Dang, he got two.
Yo,
何言って
君は世界を救ったヒーローですから、彼女の2人や3人、私も何番目でもいいので。
You gotta get the other sister.
Yeah.
人さんやバルカンの知識を借りて世界を構築した。お前が帰る場所は守ったからな。気に帰って待ってるぜ、親友。第8特殊消防隊二等消防官新楽坂部、ただいま帰還しました。
Damn. There it goes. Who got punched?
Yo!
What the fuck?
I never know he was that skinny, bro.
I'm glad she still giving him a chance after he got bodied.
Right?
こうやって玉木さんとデートできて幸せだよ。
いやはや。
Yo, these motherfuckers are still around.
みんな元気かな。発火能力がなくなってるけど、人によっては強くなってるって話だし。
Because that's how Shinra saw them.
I guess.
So they call them World Hero Forces now?
今は東京だけじゃなくて世界だからね。
出現した大型モンスターの場所が分かったぜ。
先日に続き全長100メートルを超える大蛇なんて。
レッカー、カリム、フォイエン、今日は非番か。見送りありがとう。
They got that Sasuke fit.
俺はこのでかい世界に飛び出す。
シンラはまた？
はい。また彼女を追ってます。
They said chasing after. Who is he chasing after?
Maybe the girl, the explosion girl. I'm about to be the next Kangaskhan, bro.
I know, right?
あの先に大型モンスターが。アーサーとエクスカリバーは山のふもとで待ってる。野暮用だってさ。
What the fuck? Is that dragon?
I'm done, bro. This is Arthur's world right here, bro. And then his Excalibur is the little fool, bro.
挨拶だけだ。
That right there.
見たところ君が死ぬな。来世まで思想が見えるぞ。うぜえ。
遅いよサンバカ。心配したよ。
いいんか。やっぱり大蛇を呼び出したのはお前だったのか。
なあシンラ、考え直してくれた？
She's still on the evil side, bro.
Yeah.
俺にはアイリスがいるんだよ。
私はあんたの子種が欲しいの。
何言って。
My boy got options, bro.
Yeah.
What does she mean by that? Liz
I
got
guess
biddies?
I guess he's a scientist, like real deal sense.
なんでそんなこと。
So how's she able to summon shit?
ここにいるアーサーなんてどうだ。
バカは嫌。
ざまあ見ろ。お前って知られてんだぞ。
そんなシンラの子孫を私も残したいの。いいでしょ。じゃあ OK してくれるまで魔女を続けて世界を荒らすしかないかな。ありがとうヒーロー。
So she's a witch? Motherfucker got horns. Oh man.
What'd I say, bro?
Really?
Nah, if I was living, I'd be like,
That age difference is crazy, bro. You was there when she was a baby.
I'm just walking, the sun just laughing at your ass, bro.
Who's that? Shinra? Shinra. Child.
He got two.
すごく楽しみだよ。
This motherfucker look like he from Tokyo Revengers.
生きていれば
Who the fuck did Arthur have a kid with?
I don't know.
バカみたいに楽しもうぜ。
Dead.
Unless Arthur had a kid with Shinra or something.
Human-like child of a god. That's this motherfucker's
That's
son.
that. I mean, that's Go Kid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's his child. He's the one that has two guns. That's Black Star.
Oh, what?
That's this motherfucker.
Wait, so this is only 25 years later?
Yeah.
See, that doesn't make sense.
Who's this? Oh, that's the little girl. That's the main character. Maki, right? That's her name?
Yeah.
Wait, who were
are
the
her
parents?
Fuck, you gotta go back.
Hold up.
I mean, we know the father in Soul Eater, but I'm trying to think who.
Yeah, the father becomes a death weapon. And then the mom, they start to... I've only watched like 3 episodes of Soul Eater, so...
Who does she resemble, bro?
I don't know the mom. A regular Douglas?
I don't know, bro.
Hold on, I need to see Shinra in this thing, though. That's definitely Arthur's kid.
Yeah.
Tell me I don't look like a Tokyo Revenger kid, bro. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah, that's Inca.
Inca. So he ended up having a fucking thing. Unless this is Inca and that's sisters. This is like a clap both of them. Where's the older one?
The other girl?
Yeah. No shit.
I thought that was Arthur's kid.
That looks like Arthur's kid.
It does look, maybe he had a kid with Arthur, bro.
Oh my god. Imagine. Everything goes in this world. Next is Soul World. So it's only 25 years later then. So technically, Shinra should still technically be alive in Soul Eater.
Yes. That doesn't make sense though. Cause I'm pretty sure Soul Eater takes a couple hundred years after Fire Force.
Okay, so obviously Soul Eater, she's older. She's a kid here. Let's say she's maybe like 4 or 5 here. And Soul Eater, I think she's like 15, 16?
Yeah.
So it's 25 years plus this. So it's like 35 years later. So Shinra technically would still be alive. He would be in his 80s.
If we go based off what they showed us, then yeah, right?
Yeah.
But from what I know, I'm pretty sure it takes place like a couple hundred years after Fire Force.
Look it up. Soul Eater takes place at least 800 years after the events of Fire Force. No. Fire Force serves it. No, because they just gave it to right now.
I don't know. I think they just showing the 25 years of what like his kid looked like and what he looks like. And then they skip to the future right there.
Okay, so 25 years later, Shinra's 42. He's 42, right? So his kids are showing up.
Yeah, but I just think they're showing whatever is there, and then
so they just skipped it to the future.
And then they skip to the future and show like all the kids being born from.
He's like, I'm worried about what could happen, but I'm really looking forward to it. Death is creating his own kid, Death Kid, right? I think that's what's
something like that, bro.
Yeah, he's the one that has the 2 guns, and he's the one that likes everything symmetrical. Remember?
So I think they're just showing afterwards what like for Soul Eater right here, but yeah, like they said, I'm telling you, it takes like couple hundred years after Fire Force.
That's Star Kid. That's the Scythe. That's Maki's Scythe. I forget his name.
Maki's Scythe.
Yeah,
Maki. Yeah, she must be a son of someone, bro.
She has to be.
Homea, maybe. I don't know. I'm not gonna look into that.
I'll look into it later. So now I'm curious to see if Shinra's children are in Soul Eater.
No, they're not, bro. Trust me, it takes place, like they said, it says it takes place 800 years after.
Shinra creates, we'll look into it because now it's going to be a long-ass video.
That was a good last episode, bro.
That was a good last episode. I'm very happy they did that at the very end.
Yeah.
Connecting them. I'm very happy that they did that. Damn, so that kind of like leads you to think, is there really going to be a reboot for Soul Eater?
It looks like it, and the way it ended right there showed next is
you know what would be dope?
Soul Eater.
If they make they remake Soul Eater, but at the very beginning they connect them. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is what happened, and to these years leading up to right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like they show us like, oh, Shinra went to have children with blah 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 blah, and he ended up passing away at this and that, but he still went down as a hero. Shit like that. So I guess the witches are descendants of Inca then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that means his kids.
If he had a child with thing, it should be a witch as well.
A witch and then
half witch and technically I guess
devil.
But that's the thing that kind of confuses me too, because it's like, he got rid of their powers, and then Juggernaut tells us like the people that had strong souls went out to become stronger, but she became a witch, and she's summoning monsters.
Yeah, so I'm assuming was it Maki? You said Maki, whatever. The scythe. I think
the girl that has the scythe.
Yeah, the dude. I think he must be a reincarnation of Shinra's brother, Sho. Not reincarnation, but like a descendant of Sho.
Soul.
Evans.
His name is Soul. Yeah. Oh, Maka.
Maka.
Says Maka and Soul.
Yeah, because he has the shark teeth like Shinra and
He does have it. Yeah.
And Sho. And he has white hair, so I'm assuming he's Sho's descendant.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
So the girl's name is Maka, and then Soul is her scythe. But I would really love that, though, if they connect them, like give us what happens in between, and then give us a remake of Soul Eater. That would be fire. That'd be dope as fuck, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Would you change anything from Soul Eater, though?
I can't really speak because I haven't seen that since like 2011, bro.
Oh, so it's been a minute.
Yeah,
I started watching it. I'm like 3 episodes in. I don't know what else to say. Like,
I
I'm
don't know,
happy.
It was a good episode.
Yeah, I'm happy how it ended.
It ended really well, my opinion.
Yes.
Honestly, for me, one of the better endings in anime.
Facts.
It had a very good ending. I like the way it ended.
Because I'm not mad at it, nor am I too, like, you know, like, extremely happy. Like, I'm like, yeah, you still kind of, like, left us with little questions, but, like, not to the point where you're like, wait, hold the fuck up. How you gonna do that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was still, like, a good ending. You gave us a little bit of them after that, and it set it up for basically Soul Eater, which is great. You know what I'm saying? Compared to other ones where it's either going to be a shitty-ass ending where they just cut it loose, it's like, oh, boom, it ended. I forgot what anime I just watched that just did that shit. Ended it in a way where you're like, hold up, there's season 2? But then the guy comes out, is like, no, there's no season 2. A perfect example would be fucking Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk doesn't need another season, though.
But the way that it ended, you'd think...
You wouldn't mind getting another season?
I wouldn't mind.
It doesn't need another
There's
season.
a new Cyberpunk coming out, by the way. We're sidetracking, though. Yeah, it was a great finale. Great finale. I loved it. I'm sad that it's gone. You know, it's one of my favorite animes. But it was done well.
Yeah.
Is this... I'm curious to know if this is how it goes in the manga as well. Or if there's, like, a little bit more detail in the manga. So if you guys have any insight, definitely let us know. I would really appreciate that. If not, I'll just go look it up online. But yeah, no, we appreciate y'all. Are we gonna do something for next season, or we're gonna take a break?
Nah, we're gonna take a break for a while.
This is our last video for now. We're gonna take a break. We gotta figure out how we're gonna, do the other stuff. See how we manage it, right? But we appreciate y'all. Hope you guys enjoy this episode, this season, and yeah.
Until the next one, we out. Peace.